and in 2004 she was named a Dame Commander of the British Empire, the equivalent of a knight. Goodall is still active today, lecturing and promoting conservation and education about the environment all over the world. He does not look like me.
People's fishing, but also the sun comes. And then people eat them. Who eat worms? No, I saw people eat worms. But you have to know, but you have to take the worms. You put them in the or and they eat that in. Your body is all the dirt is out of your body. And they're clean.
Nice ape. Easy. Dear Tim and Moby, did humans really come from monkeys? From fronds? Not exactly.
Funny.
Humans and apes belong to an order of mammals called primates. They share a common ancestor from millions of years ago. This animal probably looked something like a cross between a human and an ape. Well, the fossil evidence is incomplete. Scientists don't know exactly where the common ancestor fits in. But they're pretty certain that, through the process of evolution, humans and apes split off into separate species from that ancestor. Evolution is the process by which life forms change over a number of generations. Yeah, it's called the theory of evolution, but in science, a theory is far more than just a guess. It's an idea that's been repeatedly confirmed by experimentation and hard evidence. Paleontologists, scientists who study fossils, have assembled a pretty convincing story to explain how humans came to exist on Earth. Based on evidence from the fossil record, they think that the first hominins split off from early apes between 6 and 8 million years ago. Hominins are a group of primates that include human and pre-human ancestors. The oldest found hominin appears to be Sahelanthropus chadensis. It lived 6 to 7 million years ago, and like all of our early ancestors, it called Africa home. Only an incomplete skull has been found, but it has enough in common with later hominins for scientists to be pretty certain it's a human ancestor. Bone fossils of hominins that lived during the following 3 or 4 million years are often of Australopithecine hominins. The several known species of Australopithecines had more human traits, like bigger brains. Many of them were bipedal, too. That means they walked upright. The Australopithecines' larger brains would have made them smarter, helping them hunt and survive. That's how evolution works. Animals with advantageous traits survive long enough to breed and pass those traits on. Those with bad traits don't.
You'd think having a giant brain would be a good thing, but my head's too big. I can't move.
About 2.5 million years ago, various species of Homo hominins began to appear. Homo habilis is the oldest hominin we've found that made stone tools. Homo habilis beings had much larger brains, smaller teeth, and flatter faces than earlier hominins. They just looked more human. But as far as paleontologists know, Homo habilis was not a direct ancestor of Homo sapiens, modern humans. It seems to have gone extinct about 1.5 million years ago. If you look at the history of hominins, you can see a lot of dead ends like that. But the ancestors of Homo sapiens were better adapted than any of the other hominin species. We can trace our roots from Homo rudolfensis, to Homo ergaster, to Homo heidelbergensis, to Homo sapiens. That's us. Each of our ancestors slowly developed more and more human characteristics. Increasing brain size, taller bodies, the use of fire, and even forming primitive societies. Oh, very funny, Irby. Oh boy. Ah. Huh. Huh.
Okay. Okay, so okay, so it's actually okay. So it's been I'm just
I can't move over. You move over. Not my fault this bus is so crowded. Dear Tim and Moby, how many people